What's going on, everyone? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So today I have something pretty interesting to share with you guys because the Season 2 weapon balance changes have finally been released on Leakers on Duty on Discord. So there are quite a bit of surprising changes for certain weapons such as the Type 25 and Na45, but there are also some, obvious changes such as the HBR, as well as some details on the new attachment called the Thunderbolt sling for said weapon. Also, the AK47's 5.45 rounds also did get a change as well. So like I said, all credit goes to Leakers on Duty. So yeah, I just want to give them a shout out for this. So now let's go on to the patch notes itself. So the very first change is about the Type 25. So what they did was increase the flinch, increase the bullet spread accuracy, or I guess decrease the bullet spread accuracy. Also, reload time did increase, so it's going to be a little bit longer. For the 42 round fast reload, they did increase the ADS reduction. Reload time also got reduced. ADS movement speed decreased as well. For the 46 round extended mag, ADS time did also get reduced. Well, I guess the downside as well as the ADS movement speed downside also got increased. So basically a nerf all around, but it's also a decent one at that. I mean, it's basically just done to its attachments. Maybe the flinch did increase a little bit, but I'm sure some of you guys may use toughness, so I don't really think it matters too much. For the bullet spread, it might be a problem, maybe not. It might not make much of a difference. And that's mainly because most maps that we play on are just close range. So maybe for longer range engagements, it might be a little bit harder. This is probably to set some sort of difference between the M13 and the Type 25 because they're very similar. Now, the next weapon change, quite surprisingly, involves the Na45. So they did decrease the explosive radius. I'm not sure if this applies to just the base weapon itself or also just the explosive mag. But yeah, also the fire rate did get decreased as well. The lightweight trigger also has an interval increase, so meaning it's gonna fire a little bit slower. So I guess that they might have thought that maybe it was still a little bit too overpowered, but then again, I didn't really see a lot of people using Na45. Well, let me know, for all you ranked players, I don't know, tell me how often you guys go against Na45 users, because I find that really impossible to believe, but then again, I'm in a completely different section of the game. So now let's move on to the HBR. So it does say HBR, but of course I think that's kind of like an inside joke on Leakers on Duty. They like doing meme stuff like that, so yeah. Anyways, the HBR does get a headshot multiplier buff from 1.1x to 1.3 times. Chest multiplier does increase from 1.1x to 1.2x, so basically 1.2 times. Range increase, 4-shot range from 13 to 18 meters, so it's a significant change. 5 meters is a lot. 5-shot range from 25 meters to 28 meters, so just 3 meters on that one. So I mean, this might help a little bit. They also did increase the reload speed. Like, I'm not really too much of a weapon expert, but I'm hoping that a change like this gives the HBR the push that it needs to at least have a better chance against meta weapons. So now let's move on to discussing what the Thunderbolt sling does, because I had a lot of questions. I was actually going to make a video on it, but yeah, now we know what it does. So basically it gives you a 25% sprint to fire delay. So also, sorry, it gives you that benefit, so it's minus 25%. Also a 5% lateral recoil control, which is of course horizontal, as well as a 10% vertical recoil control. So this pretty much gives you a little bit more speed, at least when it comes to sprinting out, as well as just a little bit more control. I mean, the downsides aren't really that bad. 5% ADS movement speed and 8% ADS bullet spread. So I mean, it's not really such a major detriment to your weapon. So this might be a very, very handy attachment. So now let's move on to the final change for Season 2 weaponry. So AK47 chest and upper arm multiplier increased from 1x to 1.1x. So I'm not really sure if this is actually going to secure 3-shot kills. It really depends on how much damage it already has on, just the body. But it's gonna be interesting because this might help it become a lot stronger, but who knows. Also, there are some changes to the 5.45 rounds. Of course, is the one that increases the fire rate, the one that I'm pretty sure no one would dare to use in this current time. So they decreased the recoil penalty. They also gave more ammo to it, as well as increasing the range. So there are a lot of questions, especially for the AK47, because like I said, the chest and upper arm multiplier being increased from 1x to 1.1x. I'm not sure if it's going to be a 3-shot kill after this patch. It really depends currently on what the current damage values are. So if it's at least 32 and it gets multiplied by 1.1x, you know, for this update, then it can actually go up to 34.1. I actually calculated this. So yeah, it could actually secure a 3-shot kill only if it's at 32. I'm not sure if it's 33. It might have a better chance of, you know, having a 3-shot kill potential from longer ranges. So hopefully all goes well for the AK47. I know it's not going to be too overpowered because obviously it's a slow firing weapon. So yeah, I mean, this is something that the AK47 needs, especially in these times. As for the 5.45 rounds, we don't really know how much the recoil penalty is going to be reduced. Maybe it's going to be like, because right now I believe it's like, I think 5 point something %. So maybe they could just decrease it down to like maybe 2 or 3%. As for the ammo capacity, that's another thing. I'm not sure if it's going to increase it to 35 or 40 because right now it's at 30. So hopefully it gets increased to 40, maybe 45, because I mean, it does fire pretty quickly. And also the range has been increased. So of course, if you think about it, the downside was that it also decreases range. So maybe they're going to decrease the penalty for the range decrease. So I know it does kind of sound a little bit confusing the way I'm saying it, but I'm hoping you guys understand what I'm talking about. So from the looks of it, I mean, this is absolutely great. Because, I mean, there's now going to be more weapons that can compete with the current meta. So, I mean, the Type 25 nerf wasn't really that significant. I mean, the damage and the fire rate stays the same, so it shouldn't really be too much of a detriment. I mean, you know, having your ADS time decrease by maybe just a few percentage, it won't be such a big deal. And even then, I mean, you could use strike stock to just bring back the bullet spread, or use that little muzzle attachment or something like that. So yeah, this might still have the Type 25 be on top. So as for the Na45, I don't know what the fuck happened there. So I guess it's a good change, but I mean, still, it kind of makes it harder for the next person that wants to get this weapon gold or even diamond. So I mean, they should have just kept it the same. I mean, I didn't really see a lot of people spamming it, and even when I saw people playing ranked, yeah, I don't really see a lot of people using the Na45. As for the HBR, this is a very, very welcoming change. I'm happy that the HBR is finally getting some love. And like I said, it's a step in the right direction. So now this weapon's going to be a lot more viable, as well as the AK47 alongside its 5.45 rounds. So now we have the HBR, the Kilo, the CBR, the M13, the Type 25, AK47 potentially. So yeah, I mean, you know, more weapons are being added to be more powerful. So hopefully as time goes by, they'll start making changes to other weapons. And they even said it themselves on the Q&A, or that little blog post that they make every now and then, that they are looking to, you know, make some changes to the weapons that haven't really been touched as of recently. And that's something that we need a lot. I mean, we like the LMGs, sorry, not the LMGs. The ARs definitely need an overhaul badly. So I know this is not really a lot of changes because this is a minor update. So hopefully when, you know, Season 3 rolls around where there's an actual major update, we can see a lot more changes to the weaponry that we currently have in this game. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe for some more COD mobile content. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.